Hey everyone, today we are going to be looking at VLOOKUPs, which is a very, very powerful referencing tool in Excel and it can save you a lot of time and headache as you're trying to find data in large data sets. So as you can see here, we use VLOOKUP when we are trying to find information or data in a table or range by row. So with this simplistic example that we have below, if we were wanting to know the cost or the quantity of a product, we could easily use a VLOOKUP to reference that and pull that data in. We could also use this to find sales data based on employee name or a test score based on a student's name. And so if you're wondering, VLOOKUP actually refers to it's a vertical lookup. So again, looking at the different rows, you're vertically looking up opposed to a horizontal lookup, which is another function that we can dive into a little later. But something that might help make life a little easier for us as we're trying to go through the VLOOKUP is to organize your data so that the value you want to look up, so in this case the cola or whatever the soda type is on the left side of the table, which will make it easier to return the cost or quantity data. So with that in mind, we'll go ahead and go to our data tab where we will look at figuring out the VLOOKUP. So what we have here is we just have a bunch of random sales data over 2019-2020, and we have a table here of all of our salespeople that if we're looking up what sales would have been in a given quarter, we can easily do that. So what we're going to do is we have the VLOOKUP, the syntax here. So we're going to go ahead and type in equals VLOOKUP, and it will auto-populate there. So you can just hit tab, and then it will prompt us to what are we looking for. So we wanted to look up Nick here. We can do one of two things. We can either write Nick in manually with quotation marks before and after the word, or we can just click on the cell that we want to reference. We'll go ahead and do that so that as we're looking for data, we can easily shift back and forth between different employees. So lookup value is going to be Nick. So that's what we want to look up. We want to look up data for him. So then we're going to hit another comma, table array. And so table array is where you want to pull the data from. And so what we're going to do is we are going to select all of the data we have. We want to include the name of the salespeople in that left column. Will make it easier for us to reference. So we're just going to select the entire data there, and then we'll hit comma again. So now it's asking column index number. So column index number is asking which column do we want the data to be pulled out of. So in this situation, it's saying we want to look up Nick's sales. If we were to do Q2 of 2019, we can look at the different columns. So we have 1, 2, and 3. So it does include that far left column. Anything that's highlighted is going to be included. So what we'll do there is we'll hit column index number 3, we'll hit a comma again, and then we want an exact match. So in this situation, we want to find the exact number. So you can do exact match, you can leave it blank, and it will pull that exact number, and then do close parentheses, and then if we hit enter, that's going to give us 62. So what we can do is we can search on the left side here. Okay, we found Nick, and then our Q2 sales data is 62. So we know that it's pulling correctly. Let's say that we wanted to look up Susan's Q1 sales data from 2020. What we could do is we could just write in Susan there, because our formula is referencing the cell next to it, and then we would just have to know which column Q1 of 2020 is. So we could 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could just type in 6 there, hit enter, and then if we wanted to confirm Susan did have 98 sales in Q1 of 2020. So again, a very, very simple and easy tool. Very important, something, as you use Excel and work in data analysis and finance, can be very, very helpful in identifying data. Something that if you wanted to do to make life a little easier, if you wanted to, if you're maybe new to the VLOOKUP, if you wanted to number the columns, you could do that as well to make things a little easier to reference for yourself. But again, it's very easy knowing that the first column is the column on the far left of the table array. So I hope this video is helpful. Please let me know if you have any additional comments or questions below. I'd love to help deep dive or solve any other problems that you might be running into with VLOOKUP. And please subscribe to the Excel Guy. Thanks and have a great day.